Community Preservation Committee meeting on August 5th, 2025. And the people that are present now, why don't we go around? Barry, introduce yourself.
Barry Adderall, planning board representative.
Kathy,
Kathy Schofield, Historic Commission.
Mike,
Mike Goddard, select board.
and Ann Mays, our land use committee. So
We're gonna be doing a roll call vote, right?
a roll call vote to start the meeting.
No, when we vote.
As we
Yes.
go, yeah.
Yeah. So did you have a chance to look over the 3 sets of minutes that were sent out?
I did.
Do you
I'll
want to
make a motion
vote?
to accept them as written.
I'll second.
Okay. All right, any discussion? Right,
to me.
all the, what, Barry?
They look good to me.
All right, all those in favor? Barry,
Barry Adderall, aye.
Kathy,
Kathy Schofield, aye.
Mike,
Goddard, aye.
and Mays are aye. All right, why don't we talk about the records room restoration, Kathy?
So I sent out just a quick recap of where we are at. We're just trying to come down the home stretch on this. So as things stand right now, we have gotten our full reimbursement of
Yay.
$60,000 from the Mass Historic Commission. I'm gonna pull this a little closer because I can't see it. In May of 23, we voted to transfer $110,000 from CPA Historic and $35,000 from CPA budgeted reserve to be used as matching funds for the restoration work. The town has been reimbursed $64,000 from Mass Historic, and the balance of the funding, which was set aside from CPA funds, stands at $31,733.59. So that is what is left in the account. The work that continues, that we're hoping to finish up, we need to repair the basement lintel over the threshold and going downstairs into the basement, the bricks are loose. There's a string of them and they need to be secured. Install gutters on the exterior of the building for the ones that are missing. Install an insulated door in the basement. Finish the flooring project. Clean or replace the HVAC system. And purchase and install a dehumidifier in the basement. Dan also added that they are recommending two dehumidifiers, one for the HVAC system and one standalone for the basement. The quote for the gutters from JJB was $6,820. The quote for the flooring from JJB was $19,360. So obviously we're going to be in a deficit and we'll have to go back to town meeting to get additional funding for these other parts that weren't included in the original project.
Kathy,
So,
did you got the final prices on all of these items?
those were the finals from JJB.
And okay, can you just send me the the numbers that you just said?
I did send it over
Okay.
to you.
I
And
don't
to
see
everybody.
it. Okay.
All right. It's not in your inbox.
Oh, okay, wait a sec. Here's
So-
the brief. I got the brief recap. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Right.
And then I attached the quote from JJB. So the question is, with the balance of money that's left, what do we need to go out and get quotes on? And I think we were asking Jeremy to see if he could answer that for us.
Yeah, I think you need to get an answer from Jeremy on that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was texting Dan before the meeting and he was just saying that he thought that, that this would cover the, amount, but what's the difference that you have?
The whole amount, let's see, 2030. Yeah, I mean, there's a very good chance that we can do all of it, although
And
26,
the gutters and the floor are like 26, but
right,
you probably need to get some quotes on the other pieces, whatever the smaller pieces are, right?
right, right, exactly.
The gutters
Yeah.
are regular aluminum gutters, like on a house.
Yeah. There are partial gutters there, but I know the one in the front that goes across the front, it is split in the middle. It's in two separate pieces, so that causes all kinds of issues. It's also something I could probably fix myself.
Mhm.
So, in fact, I'm looking at this list going, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Not the floors. I'm not touching the floors. So Barry, I don't know if you got
I did.
JJB's information about the floor.
Did.
All right, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I mean, it is what it is. If they're saying that, there's nothing you're gonna do about it, you're gonna punch holes in it, it's gonna protect it as much as it can. I don't know how
Right.
much, I don't know what that means as far as exposure over time. But
Right,
wood-
right.
Wood
But-
doesn't like moisture.
No, it definitely doesn't, but with the continuous use of the dehumidifier, and it's all piped in to go right out of the building.
Yep,
We
I
should be
agree.
in pretty good
The
shape.
dehumidifiers are gonna make a big difference as long as they're running,
Right, right.
so, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing you're gonna do about it. You have to nail the floors. I mean, the only other thing that I was thinking about was what if you were to spray foam the bottom of the building from underneath, the rafters and stuff, but I mean, if they're charging you $6,000 just for that building for gutters, I can't imagine what they charge for spray foam.
Right,
crawl
right.
space. It seems like the prices seem to be inflated because it's historical or something or whatever, but I
Yeah,
don't
we've.
think I'd pay $6,000 to put gutters on my house. No, it is what it is. It's a municipality and they're jacking it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So it rolls.
Well, maybe it would be a
Okay.
good idea to get some more quotes,
Well, that was my thought. Maybe you get 3 quotes and just to balance them out, see what, if they're all within the ballpark, then that's the figure. But
Okay.
if you get one for 6,000 and one for 3,000, then you're saying to yourself, hey, why?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have the time to do that?
We're gonna have to find the time to do it. So,
I
we
would
can
just call
say,
it, I would just call a gutter company that specializes in gutters.
yep,
They pre-make them right off the truck. They roll them right out the back door. Somebody like that.
yep. Yeah, we did have somebody in once to do a quote like that, but we're just waiting to, see what the exterior of the building was gonna pan out. So I think we're okay to do that. And again, we have to go with prevailing wage. So whatever, the
Well,
quote is.
that's probably why it's $6,000.
Right, right.
Where if a contractor came in with his truck and he just opened up the back door and put the rollers out and spit them out and put them up on the building, he's probably not making prevailing wage himself.
Probably not.
You know?
But I mean,
Isn't there like oops, I didn't hear you, Kathy.
I was just
Oh,
asking.
we can't hear you. I can't.
I
Oh,
can.
now I can.
All
Yeah, I
right,
can.
I was just asking, is that something that we can do? Can we just outsource to a local vendor and just call it a day, or do we have to go through prevailing wage?
That's beyond me. I don't know what the rules are as far as dealing with municipality bids. Mike, you know anything on that?
Yeah, I would
I
ask
know enough
Jeremy.
to say,
Okay.
coordinate with Jeremy.
Right. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And also I think that there's something where if a person has their own business and they're like an individual and it's not like a company, you might be able to get past the prevailing wages, but Jeremy would know that.
Okay, all right.
That's something we should investigate then, because like I said, I mean, you hire somebody that's local, that's a small business. I think you might end up finding a better deal, but I don't know that.
Yeah, no,
Doesn't hurt to get numbers on paper.
It doesn't. No, that's a great idea, Barry. We'll do that.
In terms of the scope of the project, the vote was the matching funds will be used to begin stabilization and restoration work needed for the records room. And I think that all those items fit under that. So, after you find out from Jeremy what you need to do, you could kind of move forward and get some of these things done. And then if we need to add something to the November town meeting at a future meeting, we could vote on that.
Okay, that sounds great.
I'll see Jeremy tomorrow, Kathy, so I'll give him a heads up.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you, Mike.
I'm just writing a note. Okay, Kat, is there anything else you need to know, Kathy, or?
No,
No?
I think as long as we can get, connected with Jeremy and figure out the finer details of how to get, these projects to completion, that would be great. As long as we have permission to use the funds, that the CPA doesn't have any objection to, or CPC doesn't have any objection to following.
I don't have a
Yeah, I
problem.
don't have any objections, but how about other people though?
I'm good with it.
I think we sort of expected this, right? So we knew it was a sort of a phased approach, so I'm good with it.
Yep, as far as the floors go, it is what it is. Might as well just put them in. But I'd make sure the humidifiers are in before the floors go in.
And Kathy, do you think that is it Mark Bukino that had an idea of use for that?
Yeah, he very much would like to use it as a public safety
I think
museum.
if that is an idea that the historical commission recommends as well, when we start talking about further funding and some of this work, it might be good to start incorporating that into the story so people know it has a use. It's not just a building. It actually is being refurbished now for a specific use.
Right. Yeah,
What's
no.
the condition of the electrical system there as far as the panel and the wiring and stuff? Because those humidifiers are going to draw some juice.
Yeah, they will. I believe that the electrical system was updated. I'd have to ask Dan what we've got going on, but it was updated, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago.
Okay. You're going to need a couple of plugs in the basement for the dehumidifiers. They're probably going to have to be ground fault.
Yep. And I think we do have 2 down there that are ground fault.
Okay, good. And you say they're going to pump the condensate outside?
Yep. It's all piped to go outside, so.
Very good.
This will be nice to finish this up.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
What are you putting in for floors?
Oh, I think we're gonna do, we have a lot of flooring left over. I think we're gonna try to, keep it in keeping with what's already there, what was there originally. But not all of it can be used.
Is it pine?
I thought it was oak, Barry,
Okay.
but I could be
Wide
wrong.
boards or thin boards?
They're thinner boards.
Okay, so like 1x3s?
Yes. Don't quote me on that.
More joints, more nailing.
Yeah. Of
Wider
course.
boards, less
We
joints, less
love
nailing.
nails.
All right, whatever.
Nails and water.
All right. Anything else, Kathy, that you would need?
No, I think we're
Okay.
good, and we'll start to forge ahead on this.
Great.
Great, excellent. Well, thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Peter Denton came. Hi, Peter. He's in on the meeting.
He's muted.
Yeah. Can't hear you, Peter, if you're talking. You have to unmute yourself. But well, he's listening anyways, I suppose. One thing that I wanted to mention was Bill Lambrosino's passing. And just that, I really appreciate all the work he did for the town, and especially finally pulling through the master plan and coordinating that. And it really ended up being a really good document that's going to be very useful. And I also personally really appreciate all the work he did in helping on different projects like the open space subdivisions and really helping us hammer out the details of that and having it be a good bylaw and really supporting it. And I just appreciate that and I'll miss him. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to mention that.
Yeah,
Nobody's
absolutely.
gonna replace them.
No,
Yeah,
no. Nobody had as much passion for Mendon as
Yeah.
Bill, you know.
true.
It
Mhm.
just-
So the next item is releasing the executive session minutes. I don't know if you looked at them, but Ellen sent out that new information on the open meeting law, and that's something that we should do. Now that we're all done, and the three projects that I included were the paddock and the Vandersloot property and the Denton property, since those are the ones that we've done recently. I don't know if someone would make a motion to release them or.
So moved.
Second,
Okay, and any discussion on that? Nope.
No,
Okay, let's make a vote on that and we'll do a roll call vote. All those in favor, Barry,
aye.
Mike,
Voted aye.
Kathy,
Schofield, aye.
Peter? You have to unmute to vote. You could text and give a thumbs up, I guess. Well, we have a quorum without Peter anyway, so I'll
He can-
say aye. Mazer,
Probably doesn't
aye.
see the microphone.
Excuse me?
He probably doesn't see the microphone, whether it's at the top or the bottom or where it is on his screen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Peter, if you see the microphone, you can hit that and then you'll be able to talk. But we have a quorum, vote, we have enough people to vote, so I think we're all set. Okay. Then the Community Preservation Coalition dues is due. It's $1,750 and they're super helpful because they have all the technical information. They do all the lobbying with the state to get, all the towns more money. And so would someone like to make a motion to pay that dues from the administrative funds?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on that?
I think we get our money's worth.
Yeah, definitely. All right, all those in favor, Barry,
Barry Iderola, aye.
Mike,
Voted aye.
Peter?
Oh, you got it now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yep.
can hear
Hey,
you.
Peter.
All right. Peter Denton, is that an aye, Peter?
Okay,
All right, Kathy?
Schofield, aye.
Mazer, aye. Yay, all right. The other thing that, I guess I don't have on the agenda, so we probably should wait till the next meeting to vote on it. But if you had a chance to look at the Community Preservation Committee bylaw, there was some slight changes, and then I can submit it to the Town Bylaw Committee.
We covered those the last meeting, didn't we?
Thought so.
Did we? Yeah, I
thought
mean,
we did.
so, but we didn't vote on it, did we, or did we?
I'd have to check the minutes.
Yeah, I don't think we voted on it, so,
Definitely went over the changes. You sent them
yeah.
out.
So I didn't know, do you think we can vote on it, or should we wait till the next meeting? Since I
We
didn't
can
have a
vote on
specific.
it. I'll make a motion to accept the changes as written.
Second. Well, I mean, and if you didn't have it on the agenda, we might want to hold on a formal vote on that.
Yeah, okay, well, just look, I'll put it on the next agenda.
But I mean, I think the other thing too is this can also be sort of parallel. I mean, we can vote on the next agenda. If you want to get it into the queue with the bylaw committee, I don't see any harm in that either. Because we could always
Okay.
submit revisions to them if we determine we need to make some.
Okay, that's a good idea. Okay, I'll do that. think that's all I have. Anybody else have anything?
I want to make my usual motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
I'm
Second.
sorry.
Who seconded that?
I did.
Peter, all
I
right.
think all of us did, actually.
Okay. Barry, all those in favor, Barry,
Barry Ideroller, aye.
Mike,
How did I?
Kathy,
Kathy, I.
Peter,
Peter, I.
and Mazar, aye. Well, I
Aye.
hope you all enjoy the rest of the summer, and I don't know if we're gonna meet next month or not, but if we don't have anything really pressing, probably not. So we'll
Right.
see.
Let us
All
know.
right.
One thing maybe to think about is a lot of the capital planning items are going to be targeted for the special town meeting in the fall. So that's coming up. If there's projects out there that, because I know like town hall windows, Kathy, is still in the queue with the capital planning committee.
Oh, yeah.
So that might be coming up for discussion, just to give you a heads
Okay.
up.
All right, good. Good to know.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's expensive, gonna be really expensive.
It is.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Hmm?
I said, I can't wait.
No.
How about we just clean them?
Who's gonna climb?
You, Barry.
Not
Of
me.
course.
I stopped flying a long time ago.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
All right.
Thanks,
And
Thanks, Ann.
we'll see you.
Good summer.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right. You do just push that.